In our world, and haven't since the days of the Greeks who did, combined philosophy and art with sport. But quite clearly, the Oriental attitude is that the three are facets of the same things.
Man, listen, you see, really, to me, okay, to me, ultimately, martial art means honestly expressing yourself. Now, it is very difficult to do. I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky and be flooded with a cocky feeling and then feel like pretty cool and all that. Or I can make all kinds of phony things, you see what I mean, blinded by it. Or I can show you some really fancy movement. But to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly, now that, my friend, is very hard to do, and you have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. And when you move, you are determined to move. Not taking 1 inch, not anything less than that. If I want to punch, I'm gonna do it, man, and I'm gonna do it, you see? So, I mean, so that is the type of thing you have to train yourself into it, to become one with the...
I love silence. I think I've got it from my father. He used to tell me that everything is born in silence. Every sound, movement, breath, every creation is born in silence. He said that the silence in between words is even more important than words themselves. When we prayed together in the morning, his silence was almost frightening. I don't know why. At a young age, I started practicing Kung Fu and playing the piano. Both have been a training in meditating and carefully listening to this very silence. Now when I enter that spot, it gives me the ability to drop down into a deeper state of consciousness where insignificant matters disappear and my creation starts. Instinctively, flowing from fuck knows where. My father gave me my philosophical/spiritual side. My mother, on the other hand, taught me to dance. I realized this when I began to examine her work as a conductor. She's been doing that since the past 28 years. Actually, she told me that I was born during one of her rehearsals. Imagine how much music I've heard even before entering this world. Her dedication is incredible. She has some hyper involvement with the material she's working on. Old Greek church music. Every note is taken care of. Full of emotion, focus, and listening. That woman is simply dancing. Kazuo Ono, one of the founders of Buto dance, once said, "Before applying techniques, the question of mind, spirit, or life must be considered." I try to ignore techniques and structures and focus on the spiritual. I believe that a piece of work comes naturally out of a human being, just like it comes naturally out of another. The two original founders of Buto, Kazuo Ono and Tatsumi Hijikata, offer seemingly contradictory advice on the process of transformation. Ono might say, "Find the spirit and the form will take care of itself." Hijikata might say, "Find the architecture of the cat and the spirit will enter." They approach the same point from different perspectives.
It might sound too philosophical, but it's acting or acting unacting. If you...
You've lost me.
I have, right? So what I'm saying, actually, you see, I mean, it's a combination of both. I mean, here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not, if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both. So therefore, it is not only, so therefore it's not pure naturalness or unnaturalness. The ideal is unnatural naturalness or natural unnaturalness.
I like to think, to wander around, to dwell in my own thoughts, constantly questioning myself and the world around me. I like to be lost in the abstract, to bump into concreteness, to cruise through the countless variations of beauty. Forms, structures, rhythms, colors, layers, smells, sounds, compositions. I like to think compositions, the same point from different perspectives, into the core of things, mostly in humankind, like myself. I like to think, dig deep into core of humankind, dig deep into core of compositions, like myself. The humankind that walks and talks, that thinks and plays, that sings and jumps around. The humankind, all in their own special way. Sometimes I wonder how much we look around, how much we care for ourselves. How much we talk about those people, the eldest. Say that those people don't think. They don't think. Don't think. They don't think. Those people don't think. They don't think. They pray.
D'abord, il y a l'aîné, lui qui est comme un melon, lui qui en rôdit, lui qui sait plus son nom, monsieur, tellement qu'il boit. Ou tellement qu'il a bu, qui fait rien de ses 10 doigts, mais lui qui n'en peut plus, lui qui est complètement cuit, et qui se prend pour le roi, qui se saoule toutes les nuits avec du mauvais vin, mais qu'on retrouve matin dans l'église qui roupille, raide comme une saillie, blanc comme un cierge de Pâques, et puis qui balbutie, qui a l'œil qui divague. Faut vous dire, monsieur, que chez ces gens-là, on ne pense pas, monsieur. On ne pense pas. On prie.
The more you accept herbs, the more you accept Rastafari. You dig what I say? We who accept herb is not, herb is important, but herb is more important to the people who don't accept it yet because that is a reality. I mean, it's not so well then, so well then it's something that you crave, but you check it in your sense and say, herb. Herb is a plant. I mean, herbs are good for everything. Why these people who want to do so much good for everyone, who call themselves governments and this and that, why them say you must not use the herb? You see? And we check that and we can't find, we just see them just say, no, you mustn't use it because it make you rebel. Against what? Against men who won't crave because them crave for the things like say, well then, them have some material things and them want to captivate your mind and tell you, say, well, you have to work and put you on pension and him keep it all.
Damn, I always forget what I'm thinking about. Come on. What was it? Oh man, come on. Why I always have to make things so complicated? I just want to cuddle, have fun, you know? Is there anybody? I don't. Hey, listen, can I ask you something? No, I'm really busy. I'm sorry, I can't help you now. I'm really busy, sorry, I can't help you. No, come on, listen. Can I... What? Can I... What? Right now? Yeah, right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh, nice. Let me check yours. Nah, babe, can't do that here, sorry. Okay, check. Ooh, why do I tend to make things so complicated? I don't know. Maybe because I always want to get to the core of things. To see what's going on there, under the surface. I position myself in unknown surroundings. An area where I'm bound to find new ways of thinking or deepen older ones. While making theater, I like to keep things under the surface to get that feeling when you smell something is burning but can't figure where it comes from. You start to get suspicious, alert, awake. You open your senses, ready to take action in a split of a second. That's the point where I want my audience to be. Not all the time. I mean, it's nice to give people a relief, to relax and massage them a bit. And then when they think the coast is cleared, I strike with multiple disciplines. Because, I don't know, I don't feel like limiting myself to one. Lanx satura, the Greeks would call it in the old days. It means literally a full dish of various kinds of fruits. And it refers to food for the spirit and the mixing of different genres and styles. I don't know, it's hard to say where my inspiration comes from. I would say I'm just like a fisherman that sits and stares at a quiet lake. And I've been here many times. I know the lake. I know intuitively where the fish swims